Hello and welcome to Prime News. Now look at the headlines. Midday meal menu not to have chapati, paav to replace chapati. Paav bhaji can be a menu item for most of the days in a week. Chief Minister Lakshman Parsekar makes mockery of Mahagathbandhan, says do not compare Goan voters with Biharis. Goans are smart enough. Framing of charges of Miki Pacheco's casino extortion case on Monday. Case to proceed if charges framed. NFAI mission to restore and preserve old films for future generation displays rare exhibition at IFFI. And FC Goa coach Zico satisfied with a point against Northeast United. Thanks FC Goa fans for great support. Very important point for us, says Cesar Farias. And now the news in detail. Recently introduced chapati may soon exit from the midday meal menu. Paav is likely to replace it for all 6 days a week. Now school students will get paav and bhaji as their midday meal. Education department had earlier warned the self-help groups to terminate their contract if students are not provided with bhaji and chapati or bread. But self-help groups were opposing chapatis, claiming it unaffordable. Self-help groups called on the education director on Thursday. Education department has now agreed to the demand that paav can replace chapati. School students might not get chapati anymore in their midday meal. Earlier, pulao and shira was dropped from midday meal menu, and now within a month, even newly introduced chapati is likely to be dropped. Self-help group have opposed serving chapatis, claiming it to incur more cost. Self-help groups met the education director on Thursday. They had demanded to drop chapati from the menu or else increase the rate per plate.
In case आम्ही पय रेट मागल्या ती तुम्ही दिवपाक शक्य ना न्ही जाल्यार जो पयलींचो मेनू आसा एज पर एग्रीमेंट आम्ही तोच मेनू दिता.
पुलाव जाग्यार एक पाव आणि वाटाण्याची
भाजी. वाटाण्याची भाजी आणि वाटाण्याची भाजी काबुली ना.
आम्ही सांगला तेका ऑलरेडी 6 दीस भुरगीं पाव भाजी खाता आमी तुका दितली. म्हटल्यार जी ग्राम पयलींचे ओल्ड आसले पळय आमच्या एग्रीमेंटाचे 100 and 150 तितले तेच कंटिन्यू करतले. हे तर कंटिन्यू दवरपाकूच जाय आनी आमच्या फाटल्यान इतल्यो बायलो आसा त्यो बेकार पडटल्यो. तांकां तर काम जाय. 1000 लोक हेजेर एम्प्लॉयड आसा ह्या जॉबाचेर. सपोज ताणें आमकां बंद कर तुमी वचा म्हणटा म्हटल्यार हें सारकें ना. तुका आमी कितें करतले ज्या सिजनल भाजी येता ती सवाय मेळटा तशी आमी एडजस्ट करतले आनी हे मेनू आमी कंटिन्यू दवरतले. स्टॉप करचे पयलींचेच मेनू दितले.
हेल्पराचें घर चलयतले तांकां 3000 तरी जाय. 3000 आमकां ह्या हेतूंतल्यान आमकां तांकां दिवंक परवडना.
Following opposition by the self-help groups, Education Department has given an option to either serve chapatis or bread with the bhaji.
चपाती जर ना ताका ऑप्शन दवरलें पाव दिवपाचो ब्रेड दिवपाचो किंवा चपाती जांकां शक्य आसा तांणी चपाती दिवपाची पण देर इज नो चेंज इन भाजी तीच रावतली. सो तांणी 6 दिसाक चपाती दिवं येता किंवा पाटली चपाती दिवं येता पाटली भाजी दिवं येता पण कोणेच पुलाव दिवंक जायना कित्याक पुलाव बंद केल्लो आसा. दितना आयटम तांणी बरे दिवचे हें आमी सेल्फ हेल्प ग्रुपाक सांगलेलें आसा आनी सेल्फ हेल्प ग्रुप ते मानतले आनी अकॉर्डिंगली ते दितले. येदा कदाचित तांणी जर कोणें पुलाव दिवपाचो प्रयत्न केलो जाल्यार आमकां मातशें मॅटर सिरियसली धरचें पडटलें.
Midday meal menu was changed from 1st November. Education Department had warned to terminate the contract if menu is not followed strictly. Though self-help groups have pressed for their demands, they also fear of government appointing an alternate Akshay Patra agency to provide midday meal to the students. But director said government will not try such an option as the move may render self-help groups jobless. Reporter Mahesh Gade with Devendra Gaonkar for Prudent. Chief Minister Lakshmikant Parsekar has made mockery of Mahagathbandhan proposed by some independent MLAs for the upcoming assembly poll. He says, do not compare Goan voters with Biharis. Goans are smart enough. They know whom to vote. Goans never elect half-literate MLAs like Biharis. Parsekar says even if independent MLAs succeed in Mahagathbandhan, it's not a worry.
Goa government with the other states and parliament celebrated its first Constitution Day at Secretariat Porvorim. Chief Minister Lakshmikant Parsekar gave an oath to all the officers. After oath ceremony, media questioned Chief Minister over his meeting with the BJP Chief Amit Shah in Delhi. CM tried to avoid answering, stating it's their internal family matter. However, spoke on the echoes of Mahagathbandhan being aired nowadays at length.
आणि गोंयकार केन्ना दुसऱ्या राज्याची इन्विटेशन करिना. गोंयकार हे आपले विचार, गोंयकारांची वैचारीक क्षमता बरी आसा. त्यामुळे बिहारांनी हे फावटी 5वी 6वी 2री इलिटरेट हांकां निवडून मंत्री केल्यात. आतां गोंयांत आमी हें करून पळोवया असले म्हणटले गोंयकार. लोकशाहीक निमणे वर्सां सत्तेची स्वप्नां पळयणारे असले बरे बरे शब्द काडटात. पण गठबंधन पॉलिटिकल एंटिटीचें जावन जायना. गठबंधन जनतेचें जावंक जाय. महागठबंधन तथाकथीत म्हणपाक खंयचो राजकीय पक्ष आसा?
Parsekar feels no problem even if the independent MLAs succeed in forming a Mahagathbandhan in Goa. After all, they are independent and not bound to back a particular party.
आता एक नवीन पक्ष येता, इंडिपेंडंटाचो पक्ष. हे बरें आसा, इंडिपेंडंटाचो पक्ष. त्यामुळे एका पक्षात भर पडत. पक्ष ऑफ इंडिपेंडन्स म्हणजे पक्षच तो. त्यामुळे इंडिपेंडंट ऑफ इंडिपेंडंट खंय वचपाक मोकळो, जाय ते उलोवपाक मोकळो, जाय ते करपाक मोकळो, जाय ती भुमिका घेवपाक मोकळो, जाय तेका जावं तेन्ना समर्थन दिवपाक मोकळो. इंडिपेंडंट पार्टी ऑफ इंडिपेंडन्स हें बरें जावंक शकता.
On the other side, BJP coalition partner, frustrated MGP MLA from Ponda, Lou Mamledar, lashed out his own BJP-led government.
युतीचो कितें फायदो जाला असो दिसता तुमकां फोंड्या डेव्हलपमेंट करपाक? युतीचो पळय ज्या तरेन आमी प्रपोजल आमची पेंडींग उरता त्या तरेन म्हाका दिसना युतीचो आमकां व्हडलो फायदो जाला असो. म्हाका फोंडा मतदारसंघान तरी. कारण युतीचे घटकूच जर आमकां आडोवपाक लागले, हें काम करूं नाका, हें काम करूं नाका, तें काम करूं नाका, जाल्यार इट इज व्हेरी बॅड. ह्याच लोकांनी आमकां सपोर्ट करूं जाय आशिल्लो.
Reporter Mahesh Khadi, Vivek Prabhu and Tukaram Marathe for Prudent.
Decision on framing of charges against new MLA Miki Pashikon casino extortion case will be delivered on Monday. Chief Judicial Magistrate Kalpana Gauss will give the verdict. If the framing of charges are proved, then the case will go on or else Miki will get relief. Kentucky owner Matthew was also present with Miki for hearing in the case on Thursday at Madgaon JMFC. It's time for a short break. Stay tuned.